I want to talk about something that I think is very needful right now. And most people don't really like to talk about it, but it is a fact and it is going around. Depression. We're living in a time when we go to the store and people are wearing masks, and that in itself will make you cringe. Um, I have been told by people many times that I'm a very positive person and that it's my personality. I don't really think it's my personality, maybe some of it, but I have to constantly, I always have, put positive things in my mind. I listen to a lot of, and I've always done this even before this time of the pandemic. I listen to positive preaching. I listen to positive singing. I listen to positive speakers that talk about positive things. I can't think of, there's so many positive things, so many avenues to positive thinking. So I think the first thing is, or the second most important thing is making sure you fill your life, your home, your car, whatever, with sounds that are positive, preaching and singing, and these choir, conference choirs and Bible school choirs are young people that are so full of life and vigor. They are great to listen to. They're so uplifting. When you're cleaning house, working on the car, whatever you're doing, you can have those sounds in the back. You have to sit there and watch or listen, but just to have them surrounding your life, it's going to lift your spirits during this time. And sitting and watching negative things or news all the time to remind you how bad things are. Not that you shouldn't be informed, but you can be over informed about negative things, and it's not going to help you. So that is the first thing I want to say. The second thing is I started doing this a long time ago, and I read something about it and kind of put it together myself about um, ways to overcome problems and avenues to reach your goals. And I did a program for the church I go to, which is Southland Tabernacle, called Dish. And I broke it down um, like I'm going to right now. The first thing to do, and this is extra work, but it will help you. I guarantee you, is, first of all, like I said, or second most important is filling your life with positive information right now. So you get a book like this, whatever you like, something you enjoy looking at every day, and you put information in it that will help you, like goals that you're trying to reach, and, maybe 5 or 6 pages. And for instance, my first one is first things first. That's my motto. And I read this 3 times a day. I read this uplifting affirmation information 3 times a day, every time I eat, morning, noon, and night. Well, not every time I eat, but at least 3 times a day. And it puts it in your head, and it counteracts the negativity that's around us right now. It's like reading a good book, but it's one you're writing. So the second one is about mornings and evenings for me. It could be different for you, but I have to work on that because I babysit, and so in the evenings I tend to get involved in craft artistic things because the kids have settled down or they're sleeping, and then I'm not as likely to get up early. So I have to work on that and remind myself I love mornings. It's a brand new start. So you want to put real positive affirmations in there about whatever you're working on. And the next one is prayer, which is the most important. Like I said, listening to positive things is number 2, but prayer is number 1. It will help you more than anything. If you've not established praying at home every day, this is the time you need to do it. And it says, it's the most important task of my day. I rise early many times so that I can pray before the day starts and things are going on. But if not, I will find some time as soon as possible. As soon as possible, pray. And that will give you the strength you need. And the more you do it, the easier it is, and the more you'll want to do it, and the greater your prayer life becomes, the deeper, and the more, believe it or not, the more God does for you. It's amazing. Okay, and my affirmations, the next thing is taking care of myself. And that's something I think everyone could have a page on, because most everyone needs to work on some things about their self, giving their self more time or losing weight. And one of mine is I walk. I try to walk a lot. And this is a time to really get some positive information in your head too when you're walking with I use a little tape player I got from Best Buy. You can pay $40, $70. There's different sizes, and put headphones on and listen to positive things. So during the day, I'll find something I'm interested in, or I'll see a video that interests me, and I'll record it. So I'm thinking, okay, when I go for a walk now, I've got this really good whatever, public speaker or a preacher or a song I want to learn or a choir I love to listen to. I love things, different things, fill your head with different interesting things. It makes life more interesting. Like I like body language, and to watch people, and you can read what they're thinking, and it does really work. But I might record a session on how to read a person like a book. And so when I walk that day, I'm listening and I'm learning. Or I might want to learn, I don't know, how to lift a person up that's down. That's something interesting. That would interest me. What are the things you say? What are the things you don't say? When someone's lost a loved one, just so many things on the internet now. So while I'm doing some activity in the house, I'll be recording some information like that. And I take it on my walk. And time flies when you're listening to something that you enjoy. So that's part of taking care of myself, my body, and also it takes care of my mind. Another subject for me is self-esteem. Some people don't need that. They're very confident. I do have to work on it. And so that's a personal thing. I work to remind myself that, I need to work on it. Another one is self-discipline for me. Some people, it's natural. It seems like it's natural for them. It's not for me. It is very hard. I'm artistic, and my mind just goes in a million directions. And in the middle of something, I'm way over here, and I have to bring my mind back in, but I do it. And it's the right thing and the best thing to do and the most productive thing to do. So, and then another one is money, and everyone's different. Yours may be that you want to make money. Some people want to save money. Some people want to save and make money. But this really does help when you're reading about your money goals 3 times a day, every day, and it only takes a few minutes. It's just a little scribbling here and there is all you're doing. When you get in the store, you won't spend nearly as much if you have a plan. You can quickly spend $100 on just flowers, for instance, which I love, plants. Then you think, okay, yeah, that's right. But I want to go to ladies' retreat. It's going to cost this money. Maybe I'll get some seeds. Maybe I'll make my own. I mean, it makes a difference. Another one is goals, and everybody has goals, whether you realize it or not. And writing them down really helps, and reading them 3 times a day. The last one is your mind, and we should all have an affirmation about that, which mine is, of course, to think positive. The scriptures, if you have a scripture memorized or a scripture you want to put in there, whatever things are good, whatever things are true, that those scriptures will help you when you start thinking something negative. Have some kind of mechanism, of word, or snap your fingers or something to get your mind off that, because even negative things that are true, it doesn't help you to think about them. It just discourages you. Just like if you constantly watch news about what's going on in the world constantly, it's going to make you feel bad. I understand being informed, but you can be overly informed about things, and it's not good. So that's all I have to say. I know this is work, but right now people have a lot of time writing affirmations down, a page for each one, reading them 3 times a day. I guarantee you, you'll feel better. I guarantee you, it will help with depression. And of course, like I said, praying first thing you can every day, pray. Even if you pray and sometimes you might not feel God like you want to feel him, keep on anyways, because eventually you will break through that and you'll start feeling better. Part of depression is from not having good social interaction, and that's what we're not having that right now. So obviously that's affecting us, but we can combat it with positiveness. So thank you for listening.